Diego Velázquez. Though his mustache might not suggest it, he is widely considered one of the greatest artists of the Baroque period. Diego was born in Seville, Spain, in 1599. At the age of 11, he became apprenticed to a local painter named Francisco Pacheco, and worked under him for 6 years. After completing his apprenticeship, he opened up his own studio, and through his father-in-law's connections, he painted a portrait for the Count Duke of Olivares. Based off that work, he became appointed a court painter for Philip IV. This gave him access to many works and artists who influenced his painting. 8 years later was when he painted what I'll be discussing. The painting I'll focus on, Apollo and the Forge of Vulcan, was created in 1630. It was done without commission at the request of another artist and painted in the house of a Spanish ambassador. This painting depicts a Roman myth in which Apollo, the god of the sun and truth, among other things, is telling Vulcan that his wife, Venus, is having an affair. The Forge of Vulcan has many components characteristic of the Baroque period. The most prominent of these characteristics is how the painting shows the motion and exaggerated emotion of its subjects. You can see this in Apollo's raised hand, the movement in the work of the smiths, and the astonished faces of Vulcan's workers upon hearing Apollo's news. Notice how Apollo is emphasized with his orange robe, and how subjects in this painting overlap and preside in different depths rather than being presented on the same plane. This dramatic color and these overlapping elements are both characteristic of the Baroque period. In addition to this, the painting also reflects some of the numerous Renaissance influences present in the Baroque period. It does this through how it depicts the idealized form of the human body many Renaissance artists aspire to. Diego wasn't one for allegory or symbolism. However, I feel like this painting embodies the introduction of many new ideas during this time period. This period and these ideas, many controversial, fall under the umbrella of the scientific revolution. Examples of these new ideas include Kepler's laws of planetary motion, Francis Bacon's Novum Organum, and Galileo's dialogue on the two chief systems of the world. The reception to Apollo's news could also be interpreted as a mirror of the reactions of those experiencing these new revelations and hearing these new ideas. To conclude, Diego Velázquez's Apollo and the Forge of Vulcan is a beautiful work which captures the brilliance of its maker, the various techniques and characteristics of the Baroque period, and the radical ideas of the scientific revolution. Here are my sources. They can also be found in the next slide.